Now it is time for our Healthy Living segment with personal trainer Eric Stratman from Crossfit Eng in Cape Coral.
That's right. This morning he's getting us more on why it's important to balance working out and a healthy diet to get your weight loss goals. Eric, you got a lot of writing up there. and I love what you put up there. You always praise this. Consistently average beats seldom perfection.
There you go.
All right, segment's over. How easy was that, right? Just live by that and everything's great, right?
You have diet up there. I know you have a few points you want to get to here.
So moving forward on that. Yeah, so going through, it's obvious, right? Consistently average is greater than seldom perfection. And really getting anybody that's embarking on a health journey to understand this is so important, because when we look at these points, like, their diet has to be 100%, their activity or exercise, they have to be able to do it every day for an extended, amount of time. It has to be very vigorous. Their habits and routine completely change, and it only sets them up for failure. And we've all been there. We've all had that failing issue. And if we're able to just stay average, right? The average Joe's gym, that funny scenes from Dodgeball, but it really rings true here, because if you're thinking about, well, if I'm eating about 80% of my food is better, diet to us is a 4-letter word, so we don't like anybody going on a diet, but your activity, if you commit to, say, walking 30 minutes every morning, and that's what you're going to do, and you do it for 3 days, and the 4th day you don't get to it, most people start to get discouraged and saying, okay, well, I'm going to get out for 10 minutes, or I'm just going to commit to getting out once a day. That's fine. Same thing with, overall habits and routines. So if we can see that your exercise program just becomes something that is average and you just stay true to it, you will stay on a sustainable track that your routine and habits change, but then you see the results you want and you maintain them. We go to this perfection stage where, again, we're that microwave Instagram society. Everything's got to be now. So if I don't do everything, my workout, my nutrition, and my routine isn't perfect, then it's not working. So it's getting that mindset out of there and realizing that if I'm just average with my nutrition, with my exercise, and with my routine, with sleep and recovery and hydration, these things really pan out to yield great results. But just encouraging that, those viewers to see that, again, if you get to that Valentine piece, you're like, hey, I got to lift my spouse. That was pretty awesome. So I've been lifting a lot of kids, but it's important to understand that, if you just maintain some consistency, it's going to make all the difference. It's when you're giving up because you're not doing everything absolutely perfect. So stay on track, just stay average. It's okay, because you're going to get much better results than you ever expected, but then actually create a routine that you can maintain.
And definitely indulge. I think that's one thing too. You're talking about consistently average, beats seldom perfection. Take last weekend, for example, we had the Super Bowl, a lot of people indulging beverages, food. And then this weekend is Valentine's Day, of course. So make sure you have the chocolates and everything else that you might want. I like, different chocolate cakes. And just take notes, Jesslyn.
There,
to get me something.
Noted.
Time now for our Healthy Living segment with personal trainer Eric Stratman from CrossFit Eng in Cape Coral. This morning, he's getting us more on why it's important to balance working out and a healthy diet to get your weight loss goals. I like the big X through the diet there. Eric, can you explain to our viewers why there is an X through that diet?
Okay, so if you've hung out with me and talked about nutrition for more than 30 seconds, the first thing I say is diet's a 4-letter word. So put it in there with those other 4-letter words you don't really want to use, because as soon as you say that, that always gives somebody the perception of, I've got to go through something I really don't like, and it's going to be hard, and I've got to be restricted. So if we reverse that and say, hey, let's just change our nutrition habits, then that's it. So I like the idea of, you guys, showing some Valentine's workouts. We're going to have some chocolates today, but now it's partner workouts for, you and your significant other, right?
Oh, 100%. I don't know if I'm going to be squatting, my shoulder and my back and other things, just aren't what they used to be. back in the day. However, you see at the top of this whiteboard as well, consistently average beats seldom perfection. And a big thing there too, Eric, we've talked about it in the past, is making sure that whatever your fitness goals are, is that it's consistent. You want to make sure that, okay, Valentine's Day you have those chocolates, but you want to make sure that you get right back to it the next day.
Hey, you're absolutely right, and thanks for saying that. And, when we look at consistently average is greater than seldom perfection, I purposely put next to perfection, fail, and then let's see other side, right? So what we want, the viewers to really understand here is that, you want to have greater results. We're going to see small changes. It's not these big changes to your exercise habits, to your nutrition. It's small little changes, and one at a time. Change something about breakfast or lunch or dinner and your hydration. Then being okay having slips or faults, because too often people just have a issue of just having one mistake and then it's out. And then when you fail forward, learn from what you failed at, learn from that slip, and perfect it the next time. So that way those little faults is what you're worrying about perfecting, not the entire routine that you're on.
Definitely a tough month for us right now, Eric. We had the Super Bowl last weekend, and then, of course, we have Valentine's Day this weekend. A lot of good reasons to indulge and to get out there and to celebrate. Now, if there's just one thing for viewers to take away, of course, not only from this segment, is to indulge, right? To make sure that you are enjoying yourself, but you got to get back on track.
Amen. You said it. We'll circle it big. Allow faults. If you're not indulging, you don't feel like you're living your life and you're not able to take those things on, then people feel like, okay, it's got to be part of my life every day. But if it's Super Bowl, it's Valentine's, do that, but you're right back on track, because that one meal, that one party every 10 days or once a month is not going to be the issue. It's the other 95% of the time that you're eating or what your exercise habits are.
Always want to thank Eric Stratman from CrossFit Eng in Cape Coral for talking to us this morning. Make sure you get out there, of course, this weekend and indulge a little bit. And if you feel like you need to, I like Reese's Cups. You can send them to me as my Valentine's Day gift.